It's an emergency. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. There will be a massive changes in your life. A stranger says, they're your legal. Open it immediately. Archangel Michael says, this message is not ordinary. It holds the secret that has been hidden from you for many years. A major shift has already begun, and someone completely unknown to you is stepping forward with shocking declarations. You may have felt sudden pressure in your chest lately or experienced strange dreams about people you do not recognize. These were not random, they were signs. The heavens have been trying to prepare you for what's unfolding today. A stranger has made a legal statement under oath. That person claims to have rights to something that belongs to you, something you never knew existed, but is rightfully connected to your name. A mysterious file has surfaced marked with your details and an unfamiliar surname. This isn't something to take lightly. Once this stranger steps forward completely, nothing will remain the same. Every detail of your past will start to twist and revelations will fall like crashing waves. Type Amen to get blessing 333. At first, you will feel disbelief. The way this person speaks about you with full authority and confidence is unlike anything you've encountered before. They aren't pretending because they carry a document that proves connection to you by blood or bond. They claim that your name appears on a will. Not just any will, but one locked away for years, only to be opened at the moment when the time was divinely right. That moment is now. This person has ties to someone who passed on, someone who always meant to tell you the truth but left before doing so. This soul from the other side has sent this stranger to fulfill a promise to set you free. You will receive a letter, a phone call, or an email, but it won't say everything clearly at first. You'll need to look between the lines. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This person knows intimate details about you. Your habits, your fears, your dreams, but they didn't spy. They were told, guided, and spiritually led to you. Archangel Michael says, there is a spiritual agreement that predates your awareness. Your connection to this stranger comes from a higher realm. Their mission is not to destroy, but to rebuild a future that was delayed for too long. You might be tempted to shut the door, to block their number, to ignore the message. But that would be a terrible mistake. You're standing at the edge of your turning point. What happens now could release blessings from court cases, unknown inheritances, and ancestral favors locked away. Even properties with your name attached are now being revisited. Type Amen to get blessing 447. There's a whisper in the spiritual realm tonight. The energy has changed around your name. Someone who once erased your presence is about to watch the light return to you tenfold. You were supposed to be in a different place in life, but hidden hands interfered. Now, the veil is lifting. This stranger was once close to the person you never knew was your real benefactor. They've carried a heavy responsibility for years waiting for a sign to contact you. That sign came just hours ago. As you read this, someone is preparing to make a formal appearance. They will bring a black envelope. Inside is proof that will change how you see your birthright, your identity, and your future. Type Amen to get blessing September 1999. Your soul agreed to this before you were born. That your life would take a detour only to return with divine force, now is that return. In your dreams, you've been shown flashes of landscapes, gates, documents, and faces that felt strange. These weren't dreams, they were premonitions. Your spirit knew this day was coming. This stranger is not just carrying news, they are carrying your elevation. There's a financial settlement, spiritual alignment, and emotional reconciliation attached to what they bring. It's not a scam. It's not a sedum. It's divine justice delivered in human form. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They are your legal relative not by choice, but by fate. The person who left this behind wrote your name in bold letters. You were meant to be seen, but someone once tried to erase you. You are about to re-enter the story, not as a background character, but as the central figure, and your enemies will tremble. A lawyer is involved. They've already reviewed the case and found it airtight. The only missing piece was you. And now you're found. Archangel Michael says, the heavens had to shield this until your spirit was strong enough to carry the weight of this blessing. Now you're ready, this is your moment. Type him in to get 555. There's a location, a hidden estate, a sealed safe, a bank account frozen for over a decade, and your ID has been matched to it. You are the rightful connection. You've been denied for so long. But now the dam is cracking, floods of what was stolen, delayed, and misdirected are making their way back to you. People who once laughed at your silence will be stunned by your voice. Because you will speak from a position of divine legitimacy and no one will be able to deny what is yours. This stranger is not ordinary. They are a catalyst, and their arrival is a sign of heaven's intervention. Type Amen to get blessing March 1973, a government stamp sits on the document. A number with meaning appears, possibly your birth date, initials, or secret code known only to you. This proves the file wasn't forged. You are being watched now, not for harm but for confirmation. The angelic realm wants to ensure that you receive this message without fear. You're not alone. There will be a moment very soon where you will hear or read a name you've never encountered, yet it'll resonate deep inside your chest. That is the name of the person who ensured your life would not end in delay. They passed on, but they left behind keys, not just to houses or accounts, but to freedom, healing, and truth. Type Amen to get blessing 100 when you were lied to for a reason, because your presence in a certain space would have shifted outcomes. That power is now returning to your side. Some people will try to act confused or shocked, but deep down, they knew this day would come. They feared the truth because they knew they couldn't stop it forever. This isn't just about money or land, it's about purpose, dignity, and vindication. You deserve to know what was done and you will know. There's a spiritual file that matched your name today in divine records and it has been unlocked. Type Amen to get blessing 606. There may be resistance ahead, but don't fear it, because what's meant for you cannot be overturned. This stranger, this legal voice, is the shield you didn't know you needed. They were sent by someone who deeply loved you. Someone who never got the chance to say goodbye but left everything in order so you'd never be without. You are walking into destiny, not borrowed, not fake, but sealed by divine power and now breaking open in front of your eyes. Comment if your heart already senses it. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your house will feel different tonight. The air, the energy, even your sleep will shift because your spiritual atmosphere is being rearranged. Doors that never opened for you before will now swing wide. Delays that haunted you for years will begin to disappear. Why? Because the cycle has ended. There are names being removed from your life permanently. And there are names being added, ones tied to blessing, not betrayal. Soon, this stranger will no longer feel like one. They will become a divine connection. They carry a spiritual assignment concerning your legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You must prepare. There will be a letter or a box, a message or a signature. Do not throw it away. It is not jug. It is judgment delayed, now delivered. Archangel Michael says, this has been approved in higher realms. You may not understand every part yet, but you will feel it resonate as the truth. Trust your inner knowing. This is not a coincidence. It's a divine schedule finally reaching your name. And your season of confusion is ending. You are going to shock the very people who buried your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This stranger knows what you've been through. And they're not here to watch you suffer. They're here to complete what someone else started in honor of your soul's promise. You will be invited somewhere soon. It may be a legal office, a private home, or a sacred space. Go with courage and not fear. You are covered in protection. Every step has already been cleared by unseen hands. You just need to walk in and claim what's yours. Someone who tried to switch your name in records is being exposed as you read this. Type Amen to get blessing 212. This message is your confirmation. Not just spiritually, but legally, emotionally, and prophetically. What once looked like delay was actually divine timing. They took your seat. They blocked your name. But they could not touch your destiny. Now, this stranger who is no longer just a stranger is showing up with the truth, and everything is about to be rewritten. The last 12 years of struggle will make sense. Every single tear will be avenged with favor. Type Amen to get blessing 999 if you feel your body reacting. Goosebumps, pressure, warmth. It is not random. It's your spiritual core aligning with truth. The document they bring will match your frequency. From this moment, nothing will be the same. Prepare for change. Embrace your rising. And if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your name is being restored. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The energies around you are no longer still. You may feel waves of heat in your palms or shivers crawling down your spine. These are physical signs that the spiritual chains are breaking, and heaven is mobilizing your release. Some of your own relatives may act startled or pretend to be clueless when this news reaches them. But they've known. They hid things in fear of this exact moment when your identity would be reclaimed. You might notice an old photograph falling from a book or a document surfacing from a drawer you rarely open. These aren't accidents, they are anchors being placed to guide your awareness. Pay attention to all signs, no matter how small. There is movement in the spirit realm tonight. It's subtle but thunderous to those who are attuned. Your spirit guides are aligning with Archangel Michael to ensure the delivery of this truth cannot be delayed any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 313. That stranger is not simply showing up with a file. They are a messenger of restoration. What was written to be yours was tampered with. But a higher court, one that no man can override, has issued the reversal. Somewhere behind a locked cabinet, there's a birth record with your real connection. A family tie that was cut spiritually is about to be sewn back together with divine thread. Your name is stitched to inheritance not just of land, but of legacy. This shift may feel overwhelming. But Archangel Michael assures you, this weight is not meant to break you. It's meant to build the foundation for the greatness you were born to walk in. Comment if your soul is already responding. Because the angels are observing who truly believes. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You're being watched closely, but not with malice. Because the light around you is growing stronger, and even your silence is starting to echo lonely in places you've never stepped foot. A phone call will come at an unusual hour, don't ignore it. That moment may carry the confirmation that will start the process of legal release. You'll be asked to show identification, but not for verification, for restoration. You will be shocked how your name has been mirrored in legal channels that never inform you until now. You were blocked on purpose by someone who feared your authority. That fear is now dissolving. Type Amen to get blessing 646. There are hidden properties, possibly lands, bonds, or funds, where your signature was erased. But now your true spiritual fingerprint is overriding every act of theft. It's happening now, not in theory, but in motion. Archangel Michael says, your case file has reached divine jurisdiction. Earthly hands may have tried to manipulate it, but heavenly fire is purifying it. And that stranger, they are your earthly deliverer. They are connected to your past life's agreement or a soul promise made long before you arrived here. They were assigned to bring balance when the scales were unjust, and now they are walking toward you. Don't block this encounter. Type Amen to get blessing 717 somewhere. A vault is being unlocked. A black briefcase holds more than just paper, it holds the details of how you were hidden and how you will now be exposed in glory. A name was used to cover your light, but that name is being removed permanently. Even those who once called you nothing special will be stunned into silence. Because the news of this shift will ripple, and strangers will speak your name in admiration. You are about to meet someone who knows you better than most of your relatives. Because they were told stories, given insights, and shown visions about you by someone who loved you in secret, you are now the center of a divine release. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You may be asked to visit a place unfamiliar, a city you've never been, a room that feels cold, a hallway that echoes like memory. Walk in without fear. Your footsteps are divinely choreographed. Someone from your lineage was silenced before they could speak truth, but their voice now echoes through this stranger. And what they are about to hand you is bigger than any apology. This person does not want anything from you. They are not coming to ask, but to give. What they deliver is a portion of your spiritual and earthly wealth that was trapped behind the lies of others. Trust your intuition now more than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 131. They will bring paperwork. Yes. But also something more powerful, a spoken truth, words that vibrate through your soul because they are your missing puzzle piece. You might cry. You might tremble. But you will feel lighter, stronger, and more anchored than you have in years. Once your name is restored legally, it will begin to unlock other areas, relationships, travel approvals, unexpected bank notifications, because one shift will cause a domino of breakthroughs. You are now the magnet for your own destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 90 if you see a feather, a repeating number, a name flashing randomly. Pause. The spiritual realm is marking your awareness. These are confirmations that you are being watched and guided. You will soon recognize the face of someone in a dream. That face will later appear in reality, and they will hand you what belongs to you. Do not panic when this happens. It's already written, Archangel Michael says, you were protected from knowing the full truth until your strength was matured. And now that you're ready, you will not only receive the truth, you'll lead from it. Comment if you are ready to reclaim what was stolen from your bloodline. Type Amen to get blessing 191. There's an airport, a courthouse, a church, or a house where you'll soon stand. The floor may shake beneath you as you sign something powerful. That signature will begin a flood of divine repayment. This stranger will become a familiar name. They will connect dots no one else could. Your words will feel like prophecy because they are delivering what was once suppressed. Don't underestimate the importance of what's coming in the next 7 days. Even if nothing appears obvious, behind the scenes, things are being rerouted in your favor. The ancestors have voted in your name. Type MN to get blessing 303. Everything from this point forward is confirmation. Nothing you experience is random now. That strange feeling in your stomach, the whisper when no one's around, that is spirit alerting you to open your eyes. If you're still reading, it's because your soul remembers this contract. You were never forgotten. You were simply being prepared for something massive. A man or woman with quiet power is about to step forward on your behalf. You don't have to beg or explain. You just have to receive. They will call you heir, and you will finally believe it. Type Amen to get blessing 242. The power structure around you is changing. What once seemed impossible is now within arm's reach. Even legal systems that ignored you before will now bend to truth. Your name is going to shine. Not from popularity, but from divine positioning. You were chosen long before your enemies knew your name. The stranger is just the beginning. After this, you'll meet others who were sent to uplift your journey. You'll see how destiny unfolds in divine layers. And you will realize everything was worth the wait. Tap Amen to get blessing 118. Your spirit has waited lifetimes for this. That ache in your soul. It's not pain, it's the pull of recognition. A stranger who comes will feel familiar because they were chosen to carry this mission. You might walk away from this encounter changed forever, stronger, clearer. There is no going back after this, and you will want to. Because the life waiting for you on the other side is filled with joy, honor, wealth, and peace. It's your time now. Type Amen to get blessing 333, and if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You are no longer invisible in the divine records. Your name, your rights, your voice, they are all being restored at once. What was once hidden by people out of jealousy, where fear is now being broadcast through angels and strangers alike. You will no longer have to explain why you felt different. The reason you were never fully embraced by certain people is because they sensed your power long before you did. They feared what would happen if the truth ever surfaced. That moment is here. The truth is surfacing faster than they can bury it again. The stranger with your legal papers is now under divine watch, protected and guided by Archangel Michael himself. This is no coincidence, this is prophecy being fulfilled in real time, and the signs are everywhere increasing. Type Amen to get blessing. 666 people may try to distract you, start arguments, or cause confusion around you. That's how you know you're close. The enemy always stirs when truth is about to be revealed. Stay calm. Stay still. Let the waves of destiny roll toward you. The time for hiding is over and the time for claiming has come. This stranger has been guided to speak on your behalf in rooms you've never entered. Their voice is an extension of the soul that once loved you in silence and wrote your name in their final will. You are about to step into the center of your divine inheritance. Pape meant to get blessing August 1928. You might feel exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. That's because your body and soul are preparing for a major elevation. As you release old pain and memories, you make space for what is coming. These blessings are not light, they carry power, weight, and authority. Archangel Michael says, your name is ringing in heavenly circles. No curse, spell, or false signature can override what God has just activated. What was bound is being broken. Your past is now your platform. Your delay is now your launch dead. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You were once made to feel like an outsider in your own family. There were conversations that paused when you entered the room, documents that were kept from you, memories that others claimed didn't exist. But now, those same people are growing nervous, because the one person they didn't expect to return, the stranger, is about to reveal everything. They carry not just paperwork but photos, letters, audio messages, and proof. All of it leads to you. The power they tried to control is now erupting in divine waves, and your life will never be small again. Type Amen to get blessing 141. When you see their face, you will feel it in your bones. A vibration, a heat, a recognition. That's the divine seal of truth confirming they are who they say they are. They may bring you to tears, not out of sadness but out of clarity. They will speak names you forgot, details you never shared, and truths you always knew deep inside. This is your moment to rise, not just emotionally, but physically. Your lifestyle is going to shift. Doors will open. Travel will be possible. New contracts will be offered. This stranger is bringing the evidence you need. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Even banks and authorities are going to start contacting you. They may act like they just noticed something, but the truth is, divine energy is forcing your name through closed systems. Someone once signed your name without permission. They gained access to something meant for you, but now, their control is broken and the judgment is shifting. From this point forward, miracles will feel normal. Opportunities will seem to chase you. But it's not luck, it's justice unfolding. Comment justice if your soul has waited for this reckoning. Type Amen to get blessing 343. They tried to block you from court. Now the court is coming to you. They tried to silence your past. Now the past is speaking louder than ever. And the stranger, they are your legal mirror. What you couldn't see in yourself, they are bringing forward with honor. You may have lost years' love, peace, and even property. But none of that was ever truly gone. It was simply delayed, preserved for this moment of divine transfer. You're not just getting it back, you're getting double. Hop Amen to get blessing January 2021. Prepare for unexpected travel. A ticket. A ride, a location you've never heard of, it's all part of the orchestration. Go. I trust, move where the moment comes. There's a house, possibly empty, possibly sealed for years, that has your energy inside it. This house may contain papers, jewelry, journals, or heirlooms tied to your line. Don't be surprised if something within it feels like home. It is. You were supposed to grow up or live there, but it was taken from you before you knew it. Now, it is returning. Type Amen to get blessing June 2016. The stranger may have waited for years to come forward. They may have fought fear, frets, or shame to bring this to you. Honor them, for their courage was part of your miracle. They will likely give you something in your hand. A key, a pen, a package. Accept it with reverence. That's not just a gift, it's a symbol. You are re-entering the spiritual family you were exiled from, but now, you return with divine authority. You don't need revenge. You need restoration, and it's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Some people will say you changed, let them. Because you didn't change, you returned to your original self before pain and betrayal made you smaller. From this day forward, you walk in divine confidence. Your voice matters again. Your steps are ordered again, and no matter how much they resist, the stranger is going to be your divine proof that heaven never forgot your name. You are legally rising. Spiritually expanding, financially restoring, emotionally stabilizing. It's finally happening. Type Amen to get blessing 737, and if you wish to express your support further, this is the moment your entire life pivots forward. Accept it. Walk in it. Speak no fear. You are the heir, and now the world is about to see it. Top Amen to get blessing March 1933.